The first question that a new distributor usually asks when they start to sponsor people is, okay, where should I place them in my organization? Well, let's go over that. Everyone has two legs, a left leg and a right leg. So you're going to try to stay as balanced as possible by sponsoring one on the right and one on the left, etc., etc. The people that you sponsor will also need to have two legs, so you will have people on your team who will create inside legs within your organization. Now, when that happens, you never want to personally sponsor people on those inside legs. You want to continue to sponsor on the outside left and the outside right because that helps the most people, it creates the most cooperation, it creates synergy. Now, when you sponsor your first person, there's a little bit of a strategy, so let's go over that. Let's say that your sponsor has just brought you in and placed you on his or her right leg, just as an example. Just like everyone else, you will have to build an inside leg. But your sponsor and the people above your sponsor and the people above you will continue to sponsor people down that right leg because they share it with you and they need to sponsor people there to continue to build their own businesses. Now, when you sponsor your first person should be placed on the same leg on which you came in. In this example, your sponsor placed you on your sponsor's right leg. That means that your first person should be placed on your right leg. After that, you're free to sponsor somebody else on the other leg. In this case, it's the left leg. Now, when your first person starts to sponsor somebody, that's distributor number one there in this example, that person came in on the right leg, so his first person should be sponsored on the right leg. Number two's person should be sponsored on the left leg because that's the leg that number two shares with you. After that, you simply want to try to stay as balanced as possible. So every week you'll look to see which leg has the lower sales volume. And when you sponsor somebody that week, you will sponsor them on the leg that has the lower sales volume. Simple. Now, when it comes to sponsoring people from within groups of people that you know, there's another strategy that's very important. You need to be a little careful. So that could be your close group of friends that all know each other, or perhaps your family, or a club that you belong to where everybody's fairly close and knows each other. Perhaps it's your Zumba group, or it's your church group. In any case, when you're working with people that all know each other and that associate closely with each other, this changes things a little bit. You want to sponsor all of those people on the same leg right under each other. That creates cooperation. Now, if you had sponsored them so that one was on one leg and one was on the other, now you're creating competition where the same people from the same group are competing against each other to sponsor the same people that they know, and every time one group sponsors, the other group will be upset. We don't want to create competition, we want to create cooperation and synergy. If you'll follow those simple rules, you'll create strong, cohesive, profitable teams.